Hey, Mandy Porta here. Today I'm going to talk about the top 5 reasons that creativity is important. Because you may be thinking, why should I fit art making into my already busy schedule? Or why should I deal with the mess? Creativity is more than creating career artists, musicians, and writers. Because creativity is essential in all subjects and all areas of life. It's about creating flexible thinkers who can look at the world through different eyes and turn everyday problems into solutions. Creativity is more a skill than an inborn talent. Pablo Picasso has a famous quote. It goes, "Every child is an artist. The problem is staying an artist once you grow up." So the first reason that creativity is important is problem solving. Because imagine your child's bored. They don't know what to do. They could mindlessly watch TV, and maybe the next time they're bored, they'll ask for more screen time. What if instead you gave them some craft supplies and said, go make something with this, go turn this into something? The more they use their imaginations, the more they're going to be able to come up with their own ways to entertain themselves. They'll make do with what they have instead of asking for more. In fact, yesterday, I wasn't feeling super great. My stomach was kind of hurting, so I laid on the couch. And my daughter was home. She's 4. She sat at the kitchen table and she put together this flower out of perler beads. And it takes a lot of patience and fine motor skills to pick out the color beads she wants and put them on the pegs. And she completed this whole flower. So I was pretty proud of that she did that without my help at all. And in fact, she ended up making 2 more things later on that day. And she definitely didn't start out doing that. I mean, she used to just put a few beads on there and give up and walk away. And so the fact that she actually finished 3, I was pretty proud. But the more they use that creative muscle, the more they will be able to solve problems in everyday life. It's even if they outgrow art making, they'll still be able to retain those problem-solving skills. And the second reason creativity is important is confidence. Imagine you're given a project free from pressure with no end goal for the outcome. Would you be willing to experiment more? Encouraging process over product reduces that fear of failure, so children are able to make mistakes and learn from them. They might combine paint with pen one day, and the next day they're combining Legos with their dollhouse. The more that they create and innovate and make something they're proud of, the more confidence they will gain, and not just in art making. And the third reason that creativity is important is happiness, because how do you feel when you have created something from nothing all by yourself? Creativity has the power to heal and reduce stress. Children are able to express their feelings through art without words. Creative people are happy people, but they need to be supported and not judged. You need to tell your artists when they get stuck and they're feeling frustrated that no artist likes everything that they create. But as long as they enjoy the process, they should continue to create. Mistakes are learning opportunities. And when they finally make that thing that they're so proud of, they're going to be giggling in excitement. And the fourth reason that creativity is important is that art is a great connector. People of all ages and abilities can join in on a creative project and share in that joy of creating together. So participate in those projects with your kids and don't let them hear you say things like, "I can't draw," because then they might start to question their own abilities. The creative process invites everyone to be creative. And the fifth reason that creativity is important is innovation. Creativity's byproducts are some of the major achievements of civilization. Thinking differently about things you take for granted can change the world. Things are constantly changing. Technology is evolving. I'm able to talk to the world through a video on my phone, which is pretty crazy in itself. So we don't know what the future holds for our kids, but we can raise them to be able to easily adapt to change and maybe even become future leaders that can turn roadblocks into opportunities. So start small. You can encourage your child to be creative little by little every day. It may look like handing your child a cardboard box instead of a motorized car, or some toilet paper rolls instead of a plastic figurine, or maybe giving them some puppets instead of turning on the TV. You may even think of a thought-provoking question to ask your child, like if they could recreate their favorite toy or favorite movie, what would they change? So I hope to hear from you in the comments below on this topic, and I want to thank you all for watching.